Today is under the category of understanding feminine nature at depth, and the topic is around destructive women. How destructive women can destroy your life, and how to select a good, high-value feminine woman and not a destructive woman. So let's get into this. What is a destructive woman? A destructive woman could take a variety of shapes and forms, right? It could be a woman who uses you for your money, right? A sugar baby. Women who say, I'll give you my heart if you do this for me. You take me on these experiences. I'll go on a date with you if you pay me, if you buy me a bag. I'll be more likely to have intimacy with you if you fly me out to Dubai or fly me to South America. That's a destructive woman. And why is that destructive? It's destructive because it takes away real intimacy. This type of woman is so wounded and disconnected from her heart, her femininity, and her essence that she's so afraid of intimacy that she makes the connection transactional. And if the connection is transactional, you as a man won't receive the pleasure of masculine feminine dynamics. You won't receive the respect you need to receive as a man. You won't be able to be fully dominant, because if she's asking for things, right, material things, and making it transactional, then you're not dominant. You're actually submissive to her, right? I think there's a word for it, financial domination. So that's one form of a woman being destructive. Another form of a woman being destructive is a woman just not being responsible for her emotions and her behavior. So this can be a woman who, when she's in a bad mood, she yells and screams at you. She wants to bring your mood down along with hers. She wants to blame you and make you feel bad or guilty or shame over something. She wants to just make the mood lower. A woman who's willing to criticize you constantly just to feel a little better about herself, control you, control the dynamics of the relationship, tell you how to behave, tell you what to do, withhold sex from you, withhold love from you, withhold care from you. That's a destructive woman as well. Because this type of woman, through her wounding, has lost the ability to soften in the trust of a man, to surrender to the leadership of a man. So she's always going to want control. She's always going to want to feel like she's right. And the worst part is this type of destructive woman is always going to want to make sure you're suffering when she's suffering. You don't want that kind of woman. In some places, like South America, there's different levels of destructive women, right? There's destructive women who actually will ruin your life and potentially kill you. I've lived in Colombia for a few years, and I'm very aware and responsible in the way I date, so I haven't worried about this. But I have friends who've been drugged, been robbed, had 5 figures of cryptocurrency transferred away from their phone. It's very common in Colombia for women to pretend like they like you, offer up a threesome or something to make you feel lustful towards her, really seduce you, tell you that she wants to go to the hotel on the first date, which is really stupid to do it, but a lot of guys do it, and then put something in the drink, take all your stuff, take the laptop, take the phone, transfer the crypto, take the money, bank account. And this drug is actually able to make you lose your wherewithal. So a lot of men are instructed to put in passwords, and they do it because of the consequence of the drug. So that's a way women can actually kill you, although this isn't common and this doesn't happen in the Western world. Destroy your financials, etc. What are other ways a woman can destroy you? Falling in love, getting married, having a kid. Then she just changes her mind. Maybe she feels angry at something, an argument you had. Maybe she feels like a little bit of disconnection with you. Maybe she feels like she's not feeling the same desire for you. You're married, you have kids, and then she just decides, I want to start going out with my girls. She starts to drop in little ways to get attention from men. Most women don't fully vocalize it. Destructive women is always thinking about what she can gain from the interaction and not what she can give. A destructive woman will do what's best for her and not think about how this impacts others. In her relationship, she's more likely to do what serves her, what's good for her, what's going to keep her safe, and not really worry if she steps on her man's toes to do it. A destructive woman is a wild woman. She wants to be experiencing everything. She's traveled to different countries. She's slept with different men. She's gone to different parties. She's socialized with the elites. A wild woman is a destructive woman. A destructive woman likes getting attention from people and from a lot of different men. Destructive woman cares more about the experiences you can take her on rather than the quality of the connection and the intimacy. A destructive woman is really focused on herself and her appearance. She's always looking at her Instagram photos. She's really focused on taking different photos and putting filters and how they look on Instagram. She'll start posting different types of pictures on Instagram that are a little more seductive, a little more provocative. She'll go out with her friends and wear a tight dress and just say, it's about the girls, I'm about the girls, but really she wants that attention. Even if she's not ready to cheat, she wants that guy to talk to her. And then it leads down the rabbit hole, which could lead to her cheating, could lead to her, which is very common, seeing grass is greener on the other side, wanting to feel young and hip and single again. So she'll leave that. And now you've got the bill of half of your bank account, the house, the kids, and you have to pay for that just because she's destructive and she doesn't see the value of sacrifice for the family and operates with a place of selfishness, which so many women are doing these days. What's another form of a destructive woman? A woman who's willing to emasculate you, disrespect you, insult you. This one is more common. It's not as overtly destructive, like, oh, she's gonna ruin my life in one swoop, but this woman still will ruin your life. That she maybe talks bad about you with her friends. She maybe posts stuff on social media, you're seeing that a lot these days, that emasculate you. Go to a party and she argues, she disagrees, she tells you what to do in front of other people. Maybe you have work status and people who follow you because of your status, because of your leadership, see that she's disrespecting you, she's emasculating you, she's making you feel bad, she's trying to lead and control. And even though a lot of women do this with good intentions, like they still love their man, they still care about their man, but they just have this inner wounding where they have to control and lead and kind of bring the man beneath her. When that happens, that's equally as destructive as the other things I mentioned, outside of losing your life, of course, because now all of a sudden your reputation is at risk, right? Your finances are at risk because clients may not invest in you, clients may not trust you, prospects may not enroll with you because they see that you're not a man who can take care of the house, right? A lot of times to get respect in business environments and social environments, it's important that people see that your woman treats you well because your woman is a reflection of you. Firstly, how you choose your woman is a reflection of your inner state. If you're calm, stoic, not needy, really confident, you're likely to attract a better woman. But if you're constantly needy, desperate, wanting intimacy, you'll settle, you'll allow misbehavior, mistreatment, emasculation, disrespect, then you're likely to be put in this bad situation. So she can ruin your reputation, which has a financial impact, a mental health impact, a personal impact, just by being disagreeable, just by being independent, just by not working as a team or not showing care or not showing respect. So there's several types of destructive women. I'm sure there's more that I haven't spoken of. And how do we spot a destructive woman, right? We're not going to know this. She's not going to be destructive until months, maybe years into the relationship, maybe after marriage. Sometimes I've seen after she has a kid, when she goes through the whole pregnancy process, her mood gets down and she becomes angry and then starts taking it out on the husband, the rest of the family. I've seen that. So how do you get ahead of dating a destructive woman? The idea is to find a wounded woman. The more pure a woman is in her heart, right? The more romantic she is, the more pure she is, the more trusting she is, the more authentic she is, the less likely she is to be destructive, right? The more soft she is and flexible, etc. But when a woman tends to get into her strong woman mindset, the boss babe mindset, she's independent, she's disagreeable, she has her own plans for her life and her own goals for her life, She wants to win in a power struggle or have the final word. She doesn't understand the need of sacrifice. She doesn't believe in giving first before receiving. She doesn't understand how to respect a man and the value of respecting her man and making him feel empowered and making him feel like the leader and the man in the relationship. Maybe she has negative outlooks towards life. She feels like she has bad luck or bad things happen to her and life isn't that great. She's disconnected from her heart. I would say this is the most important one. She doesn't feel empathy. She doesn't feel care for people more vulnerable. She doesn't show givingness, caringness, love, sweetness, right? So some of the qualities of a wounded woman are easy to spot at first sight. And I always believe that you want to see a woman with your eyes, but you want to sense a woman. So some of the things that will be red flags that this woman will be living from her wounding is obviously a girl who parties, a girl who's promiscuous, has sex with a lot of men, a girl who's really disagreeable, a girl who has a lot of guy friends and hangs around men a lot, a girl who prioritizes her career and her independence over romance and love, a girl who you can tell she's very self-focused. She focuses on herself before other people. A girl who's very material. She cares about material things instead of emotions, connection, love, heart. A girl who wants to control all the dynamics and lead. A girl who wants to do independent things and separate herself from you. A girl who wants to tell you what to do. A girl who has plans that are more superficial, so she's more likely to like you because you're taking her on a trip or taking her to a nice restaurant or expensive club instead of natural connection, romance, love. So you can spot a wounded woman before you even know that she's destructive, but you can see the wounding. And some of these woundings I spoke of are always going to be connected to one thing, a closed heart. A wounded woman operates with a closed heart. She'll operate with distance. She'll operate with cold shoulders. She'll not be romantic. She'll be very logical, very practical. A woman who's very closed in her heart is more likely to be the destructive type of woman. A woman who's independent and likes to create distance. When connection's getting close, she likes to separate and create distance. That's another form of seeing a woman possibly being very destructive. And if a woman is disagreeable, she's not flexible, she's not able to be coached by you, led by you, but she wants to control things, and she's very disagreeable, that's another way to see a very destructive woman. And a destructive woman will bring you down, tear you apart, and you will suffer in business, in social relationships, and all parts of your life. And the most important thing that I must communicate is a destructive woman will send you down the rabbit hole of unhappiness, lack of confidence, and chaos in your mind. And the key here is a wounded woman will operate from a place of disconnection, selfishness, independence, and wanting to be in power and in control. So this video was designed to awaken you men that as you're walking down the street meeting a woman, as you're swiping on a dating app, as you're meeting a woman at an event, from the first conversation, from the most moment you set eyes on her, you scan for, is this woman a wounded woman? Or is this woman a healthy, good woman? Because the wounded woman is likely to take herself and take you down the path of destruction, which could completely destroy your life. Whereas a good woman supports your confidence, your happiness, your inner peace, as well as your mission and your success. I hope watching this video has given you a lot of awareness around how you can select women that will support your mission and your peace. If you want to learn more and work with us at Men of Mastery to become a better version of yourself, the best man you can possibly be, we have links in the bio about how you can do work with Men of Mastery. I hope this video was helpful, and we'll see you on the next one.